We find out The Crow is Dwight's favorite movie when they're playing Desert Island.
Dwight, all-time favorite movie. The Crow.
The general plot of the movie is Brandon Lee plays Eric Draven. What seems to be some sort of an occult group on Devil's Night goes out, they shoot him, they murder him, they throw him out of a window, and they also rape and beat his fiancée who he was going to marry the following day. And she goes through, 30 hours of significant pain and trauma, and then she finally dies as well. And at some point, I think it's about a year later, Eric Draven is raised from the dead, and he crawls out of his grave and then goes out to seek vengeance against those people who committed these crimes against him and his fiancée. And to start with, coming out of the grave, in the episode 725 Search Committee, this is the episode where now they need to find another manager, and the search committee has started to make sure there are no more mistakes with who ends up being manager. And this is the episode where Dwight dresses up as Jacques Souvenir. And in this episode, Dwight is really pushing to have another interview. So Dwight goes outside for a walk with Jim in the car park, trying to convince him to give him another interview. Dwight then says the following:
"The hand that reaches from the grave to grip your throat is the strong hand you want on the wheel."
Okay, that's vivid.
The hand that reaches from the grave to grab your throat is the strong hand you want on the wheel. And this is later on also repeated by Kelly, because he's obviously offered Kelly the same sort of privileges if they make him manager, and she quotes the same quote.
It makes me think about something that my grandfather used to say, which is that sometimes the hand that jumps out of the grave and grabs you around the throat, that is the hand that you want on the wheel.
Now, it's quite obvious that Dwight is referring to himself here. In his example, he is the strong hand that's coming out of the grave to grip your throat. Now, if we put the whole picture together, we have references to desecrating or standing or parking on graves. We have a mummy motif in the show. We then also have The Crow being Dwight's favorite movie, and then we have this line from Dwight, the hand coming up out of the grave. The movie really forms the linchpin or the keystone to wholly understanding these things put together. As I said, in isolation, it might be difficult to come to the conclusion I'm about to share with you, but the movie provides that missing link. And what this ultimately implies is that at some point, Dwight came out of the grave like Eric Draven.